to this vlog. The vlog is called Roblog, and if you wonder why I call my vlog Roblog, well, it's my blog and my vlog, so I can call it whatever I like, and that is why I call it Roblog. Well, welcome into this edition. Oh, I want to show you something I bought today. Isn't this kind of cute? Now, we have a schnauzer, and her name is Coco. We've had 3 schnauzers. Our previous schnauzer was Missy, and we also had a schnauzer called Samantha. This schnauzer looks a little bit like Coco and a little bit like Missy. And it's done on a round cedar disc. I bought it today, done by hand on the island here. And I just thought it was too cute, this little schnauzer. Look at those little eyes. It's one of those things. Viewers, I just had to buy this. How cute is that? Well, I went to record a Roblog last evening, and we had real tough winds here on Mount Zuhalem on Vancouver Island. And as I sat down and I had all my studio lights ready and the wind really got strong. It felt like a train going by my window. And I thought to myself, I bet you that the hydro is going to go off. I no sooner got everything set up, all the lights, the power goes off. So that was it for the evening for giving you a brand new Roblog. However, we're better today. Now we just have some snow over the next couple of days and cold temperatures for the island. When it goes down around -5 or so, that's pretty cold on the island. And that's some of the temperatures that we have coming. And they're even regaling us with the possibility of snow in some areas of the island. So it's always tough to tell what the weather is going to do here, because with this Mediterranean climate and all the ocean around us and whatnot, and we're high in a mountain, there's a valley, it's just a mess. So you just wake up in the morning or you go to bed at night, and if there's a little bit of snow on the ground, you know it'll stay for half the day, a whole day, maybe a few days if we get a lot. But honestly, it's almost the end of February. We should not be getting this kind of weather. They were out cleaning the streets today. And I thought, why are you cleaning the streets when we have some nasty weather coming and they're going to be putting more brine and putting more salt on the roads? Not that it helps. With the wet snow we get here that's heavy, does not help. So they might just as well save their brine money. Speaking of weather, that we've had strange weather, we should be around 10 to 12 degrees this time of year. And some days, well, we had a couple of 10-degree days last weekend, but some days are kind of cool in that. So we're really down below where we should be. I mean, it should be nicer weather. As I said, double digits by now, but we're not quite getting that. But have you seen people in Hawaii over the last couple of weeks? I'm telling you, if it was money you saved and it was your very first time going to Hawaii, and you had the weather that I've seen on one of the walking tours I watch in Hawaii, oh my goodness. Over the last couple of weeks, cloud, just like we've had here on the island, and lots of rain. Now, we haven't had too much rain in the last week, but lots of rain in Hawaii, and winds and cool temperatures. Now, the other place that is, I believe, the coldest temperatures since they started recording is in Palm Springs in the desert. Now, desert nights can get cool, no doubt about it, but their daytime highs have been cool too. So very cool in Palm Springs, and cool and very unseasonable weather in the Hawaiian Islands too. So I don't know what is going on with this world. Well, one thing that's going on, did you see those pictures in the news about those wooden things about this long that were about this wide, and they had a curious tip on the end? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if there's young children watching, I looked at this wood and I thought, that has got to be a dildo, And so as I read the story further, all these experts, Western University and in Europe and England, wherever, they're all not sure if it's a dildo or not that the Romans may have used. And they said the Roman women. Oh, for goodness sakes, there was such a gay society in Rome from what I've read. So now that I've used the word so many times, when I was editing this Roblog video today, from that point on, a couple of seconds ago, there was sound, but it was all out of sync. So here I am re-recording the last bit of what I just recorded earlier and downloaded, and I've had to edit this last bit, or else you would not be able to understand it, because and then the voice is coming a few seconds after, and every time I said, I was actually talking about something else. So, anyhow, we talked about that Roman thing, which, trust me, as I said, just look it up yourself. Do a Google search, wooden Roman, and you will see exactly what I mean. Oh, goodness. Anyways, did you happen to see Jully Black singing at that basketball? I think it was basketball. Is that where they put it in the hoop? I don't know. I'm a gay man. Don't know. But she did change a word in O Canada. Not that she's ever been the first person, but instead of home and native land, she took it upon herself to change it to home on native land. Well, okay. Some people hated it. Some people liked it. Some people applauded her. Some people said some nasty things, I guess. But it was a great rendition. I'm just not totally sure. I'm leaving. The jury is out on this one, folks. You know, whatever. There's many. Sometimes it's best to not say anything, and that's what I've chosen to do. But it was a great rendition of O Canada, and she looked fabulous in that red dress with that black leather jacket and her hair. Gorgeous. Jully, gorgeous. And let's just leave it at there. Well, I think I talked about this months ago, about the conflict in Ukraine. You know, the war that Russia said they didn't start, Ukraine started. You know, that special operation that Putin talked about a year ago, but you weren't allowed to say the word war. You could just say special operation. Anyways, I knew sooner or later this has happened, and I think, gentlemen, ladies, I think finally it's become an American war. Yes, I think it's all American, and I think it won't be too long if this conflict ever finishes, that there's going to be monuments in America to winning this war. I don't know what's going to happen. But you know, I think yesterday after that fella touched down and he talked to the leader of the Ukraine and whatnot, I just think didn't you think when he talked it was America dealing with this and that and not the Ukraine? That's what I thought. So I definitely think it's now an American war. American war. So anyhow, I don't know what's going to happen. I thought this whole thing would be over by now. But you know, now there's talk about China coming over to help Russia, sending this thing and that thing. And then that poor little short, portly guy in North Korea, he's going to want to get in on this too, to have some fame and fortune, right? So I don't know what's going to happen. Either things are going to just gradually end, or we're all going to hell in a handbasket. And I have no idea how it's going to end. But keep your eye on the news, folks. I do try to think of other things. And to tell you the truth, I don't read about all the gobbledygook. Sometimes I read some headlines and whatnot, but that's about all I look at. And anyways, let's just leave it there, because there are happier things to talk about, I think. Let me think. A happy thing. I can't think of something right now, but I'm sure there are happy things. Oh, we're probably, about 10 months away from Christmas. That's about the best I could do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this Rob blog. Remember, for 2023, always keep your feet inside the line. Here's the line. Keep your feet inside. Bye. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching my Rob blog. See you later. Bye.